Okay, here's one for you. I went to this restaurant last week that sells free-range chicken, which the way I understand it is a message to the consumer that this chicken was not abused in any way by being cooped up. In fact, now that I think about it, we got the expression cooped up from chickens, right? Chickens live in coops. When we feel like chickens, we say we're cooped up. But we're also the first civilization in history to coop the chicken, then identify with the chicken by saying that we're cooped up, then decide that the chicken shouldn't be cooped up anymore because the chicken is probably exactly like us. Are you following this? In other words, we want the chicken to live an extremely happy, healthy, and carefree life right up until the moment when we hack its head off with a hatchet. I pointed this out to the waiter. He said, all of our chicken is free range. And I said, he doesn't look very free there on that plate. But of course, he didn't understand what I was talking about. Listen to me. It's a chicken. You can put him in a cage and tell him he's got a lot of space, and he'll believe you. If you wanted to, you could put up a picture of the Mojave Desert on all the walls of his pen, and even if he only had 2 feet of space, he'd think he was running thousands of miles. I repeat, it's a chicken. His brain is smaller than an amoeba. Not only that, what good does it do to let the chicken run around on the free range? All that means is that he can put any disgusting thing he wants to in his mouth, and then you end up eating it next week with your poulet a la Sauterne Palermo. Chickens will eat anything. Chickens will eat each other. Chickens will eat their own. Let's just not dwell on what chickens will eat. It's not like the chicken is going to be out there dancing the achy breaky heart, you know. I've never seen chickens actually exercising or anything. Free range. It sounds like they're chickens that sail across the prairie like Camaros on the interstate. You know, chickens have legs like pipe cleaners with pasta hanging off the back. You could stuff a chicken in a cereal box, and the chicken would get more exercise just from pumping its legs like a bicycle racer trying to get out of the box. If you could get a chicken to run 2 miles, it would do it by jumping 1 foot at a time, stopping, eating some crud off the ground, then jumping 1 more foot. Why couldn't the chicken just jump from one side of the cage to the other side of the cage, get the same aerobic benefit? In other words, it's a chicken. It's a gall-darn chicken. Don't people read the World Book anymore? God. Speaking of baffling modern trends, Halloween III is coming up now for obvious reasons. You know, we're less than a week away from the big hoo-ha spook night. But to tell you the truth, I've got problems with this flick. When you think Halloween, what do you think? Splatter City, right? All-time classic of the drive-in screen. We're talking the original Jamie Lee Curtis, creepola with a butcher knife, hypodermic in the eyeball, barf on the floor mats, showstopper. We're talking a movie where anybody can die at any moment. So I have the following questions. Numero uno, where the hell is Donald Pleasance? How can we have believable corpses in a Halloween flick unless Donald shows up 30 seconds after they die and says, you don't know what you're dealing with here, only I can stop him? Numero 2-0, where the hell is Jamie Lee Curtis? And I know if we can't have Jamie Lee Curtis because she's off making indoor bull stuff somewhere, then where is the other little nympho who provides the raw meat for the slasher? We've got a tradition here to uphold. Numero 3-0, where is the slasher? Where is Michael Myers, the guy with white stuff smeared on his face who walks around breathing like a hemicuda and picking up spear guns that people leave laying out in their yard? If this guy's not in the movie, I'm sorry, people, it's not a sequel to Halloween. That's all right. I'm going to vent later. I don't even want to get started right now. I'm already mad about the free-range chicken thing, but we'll talk at the breaks. What we've got here is 9 dead bodies, 15 zombies, 2 breasts, which Ted, of course, made us edit out for TNT, so you won't see those, a little zombie kickboxing, exploding car, fingers through the eyeballs, drunk who gets his head ripped off, a lasered fat woman, hands roll, arms roll, and yes, heads roll, 2 stars, and I'm being generous with the 2 stars. So check it out, and I'll see you at the first break. Gosh. Now, the people who make Friday the 13th, they've got integrity. They made the exact same movie 8 times. These Halloween jerkolas, they went Hollywood on us. They got stoked up on cocaine or something, forgot their roots, and get this, the flick is not even in Haddonfield, Illinois anymore where it belongs. It's in some wimp jerkola town in California. Can you believe that? Excuse me while I take a moment to be appalled.
This movie contains violent material which may not be suitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
We'll return to Halloween III, Season of the Witch in a moment on TNT Monster.
You have a 30-year mortgage. So shouldn't you have a 30-year faucet? Mow it. Buy it for looks. Buy it for life.
She wanted to remember the love they shared for butter, but cholesterol took away their passion until...
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol.
What a work of art.
This seems like a good time to introduce the new, more responsive Volvo 850 GLG. Drive safely.
This is the most advanced case of permanent surprise I've ever seen.
What caused it? It's the new reduced fat Doritos. They do taste surprisingly good.
We'll do everything we can, Chef. We're doctors.
New reduced fat Doritos tortilla chips. Surprisingly good. Celebrating 50 years of the NBA. The season begins November 1st on TNT and TBS.
Watch all 3 Poltergeist movies in a row, Sunday at 11 on TNT.
How important is Alaska's seafood industry to Alaska? It's Alaska's largest private sector employer. The second largest source of state revenues behind oil. For many communities, fishing is the lifeblood of the local economy. Alaska's commercial fishing industry. Our heritage, our future. Let's keep Alaska's seafood industry working for Alaska.
Igor, it's good to be busy, but this is ridiculous.
Master, you must relax.
I can't. All these orders are burying me. Say, did you place that special order for me?
Yes, Master. It was so easy and quick, and it didn't cost an arm and a leg, or even a brain.
Excellent. Will they deliver it here to the castle?
Yes, and we got just what you wanted.
Ooh, let's see, let's see. Ah, pay-per-view.
The perfect way to rest in peace after a monstrous day.
There's nothing to it when you pay-per-view it.
Back to MonsterVision host Joe Bob Briggs on Halloween III, Season of the Witch.
Tom Atkins as the doctor. Tom Atkins is the star of this movie. Can you believe this? Not Jamie Lee Curtis. Not Jamie Lee Curtis's little sister. Not the third cousin twice removed of Jamie Lee Curtis. The hero is not even a female. You can't even do that in a horror flick. It's against the rules. Okay, so people are setting themselves on fire and blowing themselves up. Big deal. And nothing against you, Tom, if you're watching this. Fine job on the movie. It's just that, you'll see. If you've got anything to tell me or gripe about, write to me at MonsterVision, care of TNT, 1010 Techwood Drive Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318. Geeks can contact me on the internet at joebob@turner.com.
The old Bill Blackwing Tip Mallard is very, very shy, so will usually respond to this call.
You could be watching the news right now.
Hey, Mallard.
Headline news. A whole day's news every half hour.
Try candle scents from Glade.
Oh, warm glow. Lift my spirits, take it slow.
Inviting peach, vanilla, and country garden.
Light up candle scents from Glade.
Fresh from Glade.
It doesn't have to be Halloween to be this scary.
Whoa! What's wrong with you?
Bad mood. Rated R. Starts Starts Friday, November 1st at a theater near you.
Trying to quit smoking cold turkey's like falling off a cliff. Suddenly, there's nothing holding you up. But Nicorette gum was my lifeline. It let me down gently, one craving at a time, till I needed less and less and less, and none. Listen, if quitting is a cliff, Nicorette is a parachute.
If you want to stop smoking, Nicorette gum can increase your chance of success by helping control your cravings. And now it's available without a prescription. You can do it. Nicorette can help.
When you first come into the league, you're at the bottom of the mountain. Football camp is the hardest thing I've ever been through. The team, the coaches, the media, all eyes are looking at me.
We asked some of the NFL's hottest rookies to switch antiperspirants and try Degree.
Body heat activated.
As your body heat rises, Degree releases extra protection when you need it most.
As I work harder, Degree works harder. This stuff really works. It helped me keep my coolness.
Body heat activated Degree for an extra degree of protection.
Don't want to be smelling like you just played a football game.
Well, what about some perfume? Nah. Lingerie? No. Why don't you go on a trip or something? No trips.
It's the anniversary present question, right? Yeah. What if you came home with the same kind of flowers that you guys had at your wedding?
She'd like that.
Flowers are a 2-inch putt. You can't go wrong. I know flowers. You know, I'm a bee. Flowers are love's hole-in-one. You gotta think flowers.
I'm gonna do it. Thanks, Buzz.
Anytime, pal. Now that's a better decision than your club choice.
Here, honey, drink your orange juice. There you go.
Finally, in health news, the American Cancer Society reports that along with a healthy diet, drinking more Florida orange juice may actually reduce your risk of some cancers. Hey, how about that? Well, that's news up to the minute. Updates on the quarter hour. It's now 23 minutes past.
Whenever you buy Florida orange juice, we make a donation to the American Cancer Society.
We will return to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch in a moment on TNT MonsterVision. And coming up, see burnt offerings next on TNT.
Bill Hudson's life is devoted to service. His distinguished career in the Coast Guard includes Officers Candidate School, command of 4 ships, and his tour of duty in Liberia, where he was honored for his contributions. Bill served the Hammond administration with distinction as Commissioner of Administration, head of ASME, and Director of Marine Highways. As our 4-term legislator, Bill's leadership was recognized across party lines, and he held important committee chairmanships. Vote Bill Hudson. Bill delivers.
Life can seem like a war zone. It's not always clear who your enemies are, and it's hard to count on your friends. But the truth can make you strong, and Boys Town gives me that truth. I'm talking about problems, options, choices, things I didn't see before. If you're looking for some answers, you should call the Boys Town National Hotline. 1-800-448-3000. Call anytime. They'll always be there, and they'll help you get back in the game.
Back to MonsterVision host Joe Bob Briggs on Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Stacy Nelkin is the hot little number who jumps into the sack with our hero. But you know what we've got here? We've got a direct ripoff of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Only instead of Kevin McCarthy and Dana Winter, we've got Tom Atkins and Stacy Nelkin. Not quite the same deal, you know? But now they're in the creepy town, blah, blah, blah. They're going to find out the secret of the Halloween mask, blah, blah, blah. Track down who killed her father, blah, blah. This is basically turning into a murder, she wrote. Okay? Go ahead, let's get it over with.
This movie contains violent material which may not be suitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
Hear host Joe Bob Briggs explain why burnt offerings does not refer to his ex-wife's cooking. It's next on MonsterVision. And see the Super Bowl become Super Disaster in Black Sunday at 9 on the next TNT Saturday Nitro.
Turn up the volume. It's classical thunder, the most explosive collection of music you've ever heard. Get Classical Thunder on 2 cassettes for just $14.99 or 2 compact discs for $16.99. That's 32 awesome tracks in one thundering collection. Then you can preview other Classical Favorites albums. There's no minimum to buy and satisfaction guaranteed. So come on, crank it up. Call now for Classical Thunder.
To order Classical Thunder, call 1-800-249-1114. That's 1-800-249-1114. Or send $14.99 for 2 cassettes or $16.99 for 2 CDs, plus $3.50 shipping to Classical Thunder, Department 1, Richmond, Virginia.
In a Saab 900 Turbo, you could feel an exhilaration polite society would frown on. You could act on impulses committees would vote down. And when they tell you to zig, you could zag. Turbo Rush. Only in the Saab 900 Turbo. Find your own road, Saab.
You call it fear, TNT calls it poltergeist. Brave the light and watch all 3 poltergeist movies in a row. Sunday at 11 on TNT.
Bills, Patriots, Sunday night at 7. The NFL's on TNT. Don't miss a game.
A can-do attitude can accomplish a lot. For Ann House, candidate for House District 3, it helped her raise 2 children on her own. A can-do attitude helped Ann to run one of Juneau's most successful clothing stores. It helped Ann to overcome prejudice because of her Native American heritage. It helped her turn the Inn at the Waterfront into an award winner. A can-do attitude helped Ann survive breast cancer. Ann has faced many hurdles in life and overcome them all, and that's the type of candidate we need representing Juneau.
Oh, I can tell. Everybody's always a guy that can say that. I just know I don't sleep with women like that.
I've been told that by guys, you know, saying, oh, well, you look pretty safe to me. How do you know? How do you know who I've been with? You don't. Nobody ever knows.
You don't know.
Nobody ever knows that I have AIDS unless I tell them. I could walk into a room and nobody would ever know.
Respect yourself. Protect yourself.
Back to MonsterVision host Joe Bob Briggs on Halloween III, Season of the Witch.
Those are some very gross effects that got by the TNT censors tonight. I'm proud of you guys. Thumbs up. We had the head ripped off the spine of the wino. We had the fat lady's face getting chewed off by the laser thingy. Flies crawling out of her mouth. That was a bonus. Outstanding, guys. And you know, I like to think that my presence here on MonsterVision played a small part in bringing to you, the audience, those incredibly disgusting moments. I don't like to brag, but the first night I was on TNT, Michael Caine said the F word twice during our broadcast of The Hand. The editors, see, they didn't want to rile me up. They knew not to mess with me. They knew that I've got standards. Okay, here comes the head sleazeball, revealed for the first time. Roll the film. Normally, I don't like to pat myself on the back. Because, for one thing, you have to bend your elbow in a funny way and it looks stupid. If you've got anything to tell me or gripe about, write to me at MonsterVision, care of TNT, 1010 Techwood Drive Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318. Geeks can contact me on the internet at joebob@turner.com.
It was a huge idea. He'd be on time, and the pants would get dry. Sometimes he thought, I'm so smart, it's scary. Sir, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got it.
In extreme temperatures, yesterday's antifreeze coolants don't offer enough corrosion protection. Because today's multi-metallic engines are more susceptible to damage than ever, they need Zerex. Extreme protection for today's engines.
Someone's been sneaking my Milano cookies.
Baby? Would she know how to savor every moment?
The finest dark chocolate between two delicate cookies. Milano cookies from Pepperidge Farm. Treasure was meant to be discovered.
Bayer, powerful pain relief, and so much more. Also try extra strength Bayer, nothing stronger for everyday pain.
This is your chocolate zone. Indulge it, because now there's sweet escapes. Real Hershey's chocolate with less fat. Sweet escapes. New from Hershey.
Babies are coming whether you're ready or not. No one can move fast enough. Your stress level goes sky high.
And the adrenaline rush. The whole body's into it.
We asked some of the hottest women in medicine to switch antiperspirants and try Degree.
Body heat activated. Sounds impressive.
As your body heat rises, Degree releases extra protection when you need it most.
I definitely felt more confident. The more you need it, the more it works. I love it. It's working great.
Body heat activated Degree for an extra degree of protection.
First time I ever walked out of delivery room dry.
The Value Drive is on during Oldsmobile's Value Drive sales event. Exceptional quality and value. That's 88 by Oldsmobile. J.D. Power and Associates' best premium midsize car in initial quality. For a limited time, Oldsmobile is clearing out all remaining 96s. And with special factory-to-retailer incentives on new 97 models, you have an even greater opportunity to save. 88 by Oldsmobile. The time to buy is now. The Value Drive is on. See your Oldsmobile retailer today.
Brooks and Dunn talk trucks on TBS.
Man, this is what life's all about, Slim.
Yeah, having a blast in your pickup truck.
The GM Goodwrench Delco Battery 300, 3:35 Eastern, Saturday. Turn to TBS.
We will return to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch in a moment on TNT MonsterVision. And coming up, see burnt offerings next on TNT.
Bill Hudson's record is impressive. He supported comprehensive health education, foster care, daycare assistance, and parent aid. He supported early and full funding, teacher and employee bargaining, and new schools. Bill pushed for tourism marketing, strong fisheries, and the Mineral Policies Act. He fought to keep jobs in Juneau and protected the federal COLA. He sponsored tougher oil spill legislation to protect our coastal waters. He promoted increased funding for marine highways, roads and trails, dock and airport expansion, and improved telecommunications. Clearly, Bill Hudson delivers.
If I'm going to have sex, it's going to be protected. If it's not going to be protected, it's not going to be sex.
If you have a condom and your partner doesn't, you just say, here, put this on.
When we see a girl carrying around some condoms, we should give her credit for that. We should encourage that.
It's much more common for people, men and women in particular, to go and buy a condom. You have to be careful. Love does not protect you.
Respect yourself, protect yourself.
Back to MonsterVision host Joe Bob Briggs on Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Bionic gore. If all those people in the factory aren't really people, what difference does it make when they get parts of their bodies ripped off? It's just a bunch of springs and wires and stuff. There's that one fairly decent scene where the zombie puts a power drill through the nurse's ear, but there's not any gurgles, there's no gas, no moaning, no screaming. If you think about what would happen if somebody drilled you through the ear, it'd probably be kind of a squishy sound. Well, you probably wouldn't hear much after it actually went in, but after the steel popped through the skull, squishy sound, then if he twisted it around inside like the zombie does, it'd probably gush blood like one of those instant modern art twirling paint machines at the state fair. That'd be my guess. But see, we'll never know now, because the people who made this movie are not artists. Okay, back to the flick.
This movie contains violent material which may not be suitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the horror-thon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's almost time. All those lucky kids with silver shamrock masks, hurry home for the big giveaway. It's almost time. Hurry home.
Hear host Joe Bob Briggs explain why burnt offerings does not refer to his ex-wife's cooking. It's next on MonsterVision. And see the Super Bowl become super disaster in Black Sunday at 9 on the next TNT Saturday Nitro.
Hey, I'm Joe Bob Briggs with the MonsterVision Mail Girl, and I want you guys to listen up. You've got 3 ways to get in touch with us. The first way is you can write to us at 1010 Techwood Drive, Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318. You can also email us, joebob@turner.com. Now, some of you turkeys were writing this address on an envelope. That doesn't work. The third way is we have a website. I have no idea what a website is, but the address of it is www.tnt-tv.com. You have anything to say, honey?
I know what a website is.
Well, good for you. Write to us. Nothing nasty now.
Don't miss MonsterVision with host Joe Bob Briggs and Honey, the TNT Mail Girl. Friday nights only on TNT.
Sprints ahead with Formula 409 running hard in second. Down the stretch, neck and neck at the wire, and the winner is New Windex Snowdrift. We've got the competition on the run.
Through the years, he's amazed you, surprised you, and brought your nightmares to life. Now, Stephen King brings you the greatest horror of all.
You killed my daughter, and I curse you. No.
The weight loss is accelerating.
There is no such thing as a curse.
I'm being erased. Thinner. Directed by Tom Holland. Rated R. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
It takes 43 face muscles to make a frown. But if you drive a Lumina LS, you won't have to worry about using any of them. Because Lumina LS can go 100,000 miles before its first scheduled tune-up. No 6-passenger car in its class can offer you as many standard safety features for the price. And best of all, you can afford it. The cars more Americans trust.
Something wonderful is about to happen to your laundry room. Floral Fresh Clorox Bleach. So surprisingly fragrant and lovely, you'll almost feel like you're in a garden. Floral Fresh Clorox Bleach. Smells like flowers. Whitens like Clorox bleach.
Sonic technology is used to clean the most coveted diamond in the world. Bronze. But Sonic technology is also used to clean something far more valuable. His teeth. The new Sonic Air Plus with sonic frequency brushing. It cleans like no ordinary toothbrush for strong, healthy teeth and gums. Sonic Air. Amazing, isn't it?
In years past, Jim rode in search of the magical blend of seasonings for his wife's chili for days, even months. until his wife discovered the magical blend of seasonings in Bush's Chili Magic regional favorites. And now just adds meat and tomatoes for great tasting homemade chili. No longer must Jim ride in search of seasonings. Too bad his wife didn't discover Chili Magic sooner. New Chili Magic. 4 regional flavors, 4 magical blends of seasonings.
Get a week's worth of action every Saturday night. Check out TNT's Saturday Nitro.
A can-do attitude can accomplish a lot. For Ann House, candidate for House District 3, it helped her raise 2 children on her own. A can-do attitude helped Ann to run one of Juneau's most successful clothing stores. It helped Ann to overcome prejudice because of her Native American heritage. It helped her turn the Inn at the Waterfront into an award winner. A can-do attitude helped Ann survive breast cancer. Ann has faced many hurdles in life and overcome them all, and that's the type of candidate we need representing Juneau.
When you return to the United States from abroad, it's customary to bring back gifts for your friends. But if you bring back fresh fruit, meat, a plant, bird, or animal, you could present the whole country with harmful microscopic organisms that can spread and destroy crops, livestock, even the environment. So make sure you leave prohibited agricultural products behind and choose a gift that'll never become a pet.
You call it fear, TNT calls it poltergeist. Brave the light and watch all 3 poltergeist movies in a row, Sunday at 11 on TNT.
Back to MonsterVision host Joe Bob Briggs on Halloween III, Season of the Witch.
All right, this is the only good part of this flick, in my opinion. The bad guy, played by Dan O'Herlihy, and he's quite a decent bad guy. He's rigging all the Halloween masks with detonators so that every kid in America is going to get his head squashed into Jell-O on Halloween night. Now, if we go by the test kid that we just saw, we've got eyes lasered out of sockets, followed by bugs crawling out of the mouth, and then rattlesnakes crawling out of the insides of the body and eventually eating the parents. I thought the kid did a good job, didn't you? Very convincing. All right, forward. Let's kill some rugrats. How about it? If you've got anything to tell me or gripe about, write to me at MonsterVision, care of TNT, 1010 Techwood Drive Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318. Geeks can contact me on the internet at joebob@turner.com.
The true story behind the manhunt of the century.
What is your name?
Ich bin Adolf Eichmann. Robert Duvall, the man who captured Eichmann. See the world premiere Sunday, November 10th at 8 p.m. on TNT.
Regular spray air fresheners go up and freshen the air. So does Glade Lasting Mist. The difference is regular sprays come down in minutes, but Glade Lasting Mist goes up and stays up, freshening for hours. In fact, you'd have to spray a regular air freshener up to 6 times to get the long-lasting freshness of one touch of Glade Lasting Mist. For hours of freshness, don't spray it, mist it with Glade Lasting Mist. Fresh from Glade. S.C. Johnson Wax.
Kids don't always take good nutrition seriously, but moms know it's important for growing up healthy. That's why Flintstones has the vitamins kids need and the great taste they love.
I do not drive to work. I do not drive to get from point A to point B. I do not drive to run away from the world. I just love to drive.
The new 1996 Monte Carlo. Personal space from genuine Chevrolet. The car's more America's trust.
Night on the town? That's easy. Weekend in the Caribbean? That takes finesse. Softness from a conditioner? That's easy. Softness and body? That takes finesse. With 2 conditioners, one that penetrates for softness, one that evaporates and lifts for body, for fuller, more beautiful hair. Softness? That's easy. Softness and body? That takes finesse.
possible these days? Conversations through your computer? Worlds of information, one click away. All the things you find only on the world's most popular internet online service, now more affordable than ever? It's like living in the future. The future, now available on America Online.
Talk about trick or treat. The horror of the season brought Light Company to order now.
We will return to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch in a moment on TNT MonsterVision. And coming up, see burnt offerings next on TNT.
Mystic Music presents Cool Rock. The songs are hot, but the rock is cool. Cool Rock contains 35 chart toppers for only $19.95 for cassettes or $24.95 for CDs. Here's how to order.
To order Cool Rock, call 1-800-421-2000 or send $19.95 for 2 cassettes or $24.95 for 2 CDs plus $4.95 shipping to Cool Rock, P.O. Box 2666, Atlanta, Georgia.
My office, it's a 12 by 12 cage made out of wood, iron, and steel.
Pump Up with Sting on WCW Monday Nitro. Every Monday night at 8 on TNT.
Just another day at the office.
Back to MonsterVision host Joe Bob Briggs on Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Well, dang. I gave away the power drill through the ear scene, didn't I? Shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I can't keep track of every body part in the whole movie, though. Anyhow, I love that speech that the old man makes, explaining the old Celtic sacrificial rites, something about our wattles and clay. I don't know what he was saying, but it sounded great. And now for the conclusion of Halloween 3, the one that has no Jamie Lee Curtis, no Donald Pleasance, and worst of all, no Michael Myers, but we do have exploding Halloween masks. That's what we've got here. All righty, roll it.
Here host Joe Bob Briggs explain why burnt offerings does not refer to his ex-wife's cooking. It's next on MonsterVision. And see the Super Bowl become super disaster.